Warning. Warning. If you hear something that makes you upset on the broadcast, true, opinion, or otherwise, you are free to sign off or go to another channel. If you can't, please contact the displayed number below to seek help. Trolling and hate watching is more serious than you think. Now back to our scheduled broadcast.
What's good, everyone? This is Kev, and it is late. It is late on Sunday night, and yeah, it's good to see you guys. As you walk in, please hit that like button, whether you are watching live or whether you are part of the replay gang. Shout out to everyone who supports this channel, including the members as well. And no, we'll see what we can do about that. It's been a crazy sort of week. It's a crazy life in general. But if you are still here, it is what many call a blessing. And the key thing we always must remember is to not ever give up while we have the opportunity, and that opportunity is called breathing. So just a thought right there. So give some shout outs in the chat. We got Phil Brad, come on man. And we got Prepper 101. What's good? Uh good to see everyone. I'm very interactive with the live chat here. Just keep that in mind if you're ever up late on a Sunday night or just happen to catch a live whatever time I do them. And one way you can know if I go live is if you hit the notifications and set your notifications to all. So um yeah, but this is a very peculiar time. It's like many Americans are asleep. So I try to treat it with a late night feel, like the late night talk shows of yesterday that were more risk. But this is YouTube. YouTube has a tendency to lean toward more family friendly content. So, uh, you know, so it has its audience. So we speak for a moment before I get started. And I know y'all looking at the thumbnail and the title, the Black Man's Heel Turn. It's like, what are they? What are those black men complaining about tonight? What are those black men talking about? What are they talking about? Solutions? No, not necessarily. Not here. Not at a smoke show. The smoke show is something that's supposed to lead to some type of solution. Once and for all, who got the smoke and who has done their best to fight it off. But it's not that kind of smoke show. I guess it's more so for those who want to relax and chill and not worry about all that bullshit. It's a Sunday night. Uh, but I mean, it'll be fun every now and again. Uh, but it's some weird shit going on. Um, Diddy's name is staying in the news, and I mean, what I want people to try not to think about is that the scrutiny of a black man. And I know I've spoken on this type of thing, like how black men are scrutinized, maybe a bit unfairly scrutinized. But this might not be so unfair. Uh, and I'm not gonna turn into one of these hater types, because this is something I've thought about, and it's something I always think about, is that because black men are bombarded with such scrutiny, then who am I to sit here and report every time there's some hate thrown our way? But this is some serious stuff. When we this is something I try not to go into too much, because uh, I don't know. It's like it's sensitive subject matter, and people have a tendency to come up here and have strong opinions about it. When I open up panels, so I try to be as careful with this as possible. But uh, just keep in mind that we must wait till all of the evidence come out. But just we share the screen real quick. Blacklight Revelations. What's good, man? What's good? Like, yeah. What happened to your other channel, man? That shit is like disappeared off the face of the earth. That was messed up. But I'm glad to see that you're still going. Guess that's why you have two channels, just in case something happens to one. So I mean, it's a smart move. But good to see you, brother. But on to the subject matter that we should not play with. I'm turning on music, and I got to share the screen. Like, if for some of you guys who have seen these shows, um, sometimes the audio double plays. That's because StreamYard has a glitch in their share screen. But I typed in Jay Z's name in the search engine. I already pretty much knew what was going on, but it's like all of this popped up, and this is why I say wait till all the evidence come out, because I'm gonna read a couple of these articles. Hopefully you're able to follow me as I read them. I had to hide the other channel for a quick sec. Targeted mass reporting. The other channel will be back. Oh, okay, that's awesome. That is great. I thought that the folks got you. Yeah, shoot. So just if you are triggered, if you happen to run across this program and you are triggered by certain language being used, I just want you to approach this with caution. Um, this is Axios, and I think this is an Atlanta publication. Says Jay Z accused of um just read the screen, blank girl 13, or graping as some people say, 13 years old. Wow, that's nothing cool about that at all. In 2000, in the year 2000, rapper calls lawsuit blackmail. uh these are not I'm not victim blaming or anything, but these are the type of things that you have to have solid evidence on. I mean, when you think of in terms of the year 2000, yeah, it's like 24 years ago. So, but I know, Me Too and all that other shit. I mean, but I'm not quite passing judgment just yet. Just, I want you to think about, you know, not to get caught up in your emotions when you hear certain words being used. But somehow Diddy is involved in this also. So let's read the article. Sean Jay Z Carter was accused of graping a 13-year-old girl with Sean Diddy Combs in an amended civil lawsuit that was filed Sunday. Amended. Gotta look up what that means. Carter strongly denies the allegations that date back in 2000. I mean, with a reputation on the line, I would too. I'm not saying he did it. I'm not saying he didn't do it, but that world is kind of weird. I mean, especially with the stuff going on with Diddy right now. The anonymous accusers lawsuit was filed in October ag- against Combs. Fellow rapper and music mogul Carter was added as a defendant in the amended suit on Sunday. Ooh, oh, okay. In addition to this lawsuit, Combs faced dozens of other lawsuits accusing him of sexual misconduct, and he was indicted on sex trafficking and racketeering charges. He denies all allegations that have been leveled against him. I mean, I don't say this as any form of sympathy for Diddy, but I wonder how he's holding up. I mean, is he getting special treatment because he has money? Is he having steak dinners behind bars? Have they give him a comfortable room with a big screen television so he can watch Netflix? I mean, what's going on with him? I mean, or is he in a cold, dark cell with a pad for a mattress? I mean, is it hybrid catastrophic impact X83rd power? How you doing, man? Said we are in the building. Said hope everyone is doing well. Hope you're doing well too, man. Hope your family is doing well. Uh, let's see. The accuser referred to in the suit as Jane Doe. I mean, does he doesn't know who this is? Because I mean, because they have they I think they have it to where the accuser can remain anonymous now because I think that happened with Trey Songz. Although I've heard some real greasy shit about Trey Songz, so like I said, I'm not extending the sympathy branch for either one of these guys. But oh, what up, Mordecus? He said I'm not jumping out the window against Diddy unless I see all the facts. Same with Jay Z. I'll die on said hill too. Yeah, yeah. Is you gotta it's got all the facts gotta come out. And I'm not even saying that in a way of, oh, they always trying to get the black man. They always trying to throw the black man under the bus, and they trying to hate on successful black men, even though some of it, much of it to an extent is very true. But facts. Uh, let's see. The accuser, referred to in the suit as Jane Doe, alleges in the lawsuit that Carter and Combs took turns assaulting the minor at an MTV Video Music Awards after party. NBC News first reported. Jay-Z, in a statement posted to X via Rock Nation, his entertainment company, called the allegation so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Eh, I agree. Why wouldn't you try to go after, why wouldn't you want to put this monster behind bars? He called the filing by Houston based lawyer Tony Busby on behalf of the accuser a blackmail attempt and added that if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, the idiotic claims made against him would be laughable. Mm. Thank you, big brother Kev. It's been rough, but we're sticking together. Things will get better with time. Long live the habitual line steppers. They should keep the same energy with cases of white violators. We know what country we live in, man, and the the one thing that we can do to neutralize is to stay away from trouble. Yeah. Some people are actual victims, and other people just want to get paid. And I think that was the point that Jigga was making. If it's so serious, why not take him off the street? But some people who do heinous shit are very bold and are very public with their boldness. So unless that's this, like I said, this kind of thing is serious. Unless there is solid evidence of said crime, then it's hardly any point. Nobody made no Hefner or no Epstein jokes, only no Diddy. And interesting. Yeah, that's why we say, we got to be careful with the whole take the black man down thing. And I'm not even saying it in the context of that. What I'm saying is let's just wait till all the evidence and all the facts come out. Like I said before in a broadcast weeks and weeks back, that with Diddy is like, as a character, can't stand the man. He's done his thing in business. He was very successful, and he seems to be the party guy. but but him cannibalizing the groups that he did that to financially, and maybe we don't know everything behind the scenes, but publicly, Diddy was just he seemed that he was power man. And I guess, in some of our cases, it's okay for rich folks. You can't be mad at Diddy and then not be mad at Joe Biden pardoning Hunter Biden. Man, I'll just threw that in. I just try to. So Jay-Z believes that these are baseless claims. But let's see. Okay, that's something else. But yeah, let's see how let's see how Fox News works it. Marcus Romero Productions. MRP. What's good? People can't stop repeating no Diddy like mindless parrots. LOL. Yeah, people latch on to people latch on to what they believe the norm is. And once a black man became center stage, but we're gonna be what if you're a black man and you deny that you're somehow the target of ridicule, I mean that you go around thinking that you're not somehow the target of ridicule by your own people. You're lying to yourself. You're afraid, and I think you need a head check. I don't know. I'm not saying that you should go around frustrated or cause yourself health problems by flipping out and punching the air or whatever. But I'm just saying, just open your fucking eyes. Jay Z sends blistering memo amid Diddy allegations. Sean Combs, Diddy Combs, is facing 15 years of life in prison on sex trafficking charges. Like, what is sex trafficking? Is I mean, is he shipping in girls from other countries? Is he doing like the immigrants? Having illegal sex economies in certain states. I mean, what is Diddy doing? Like, or were people having sex at his parties? I mean, what are we talking? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not justifying shit. I'm just saying Jay Z accused of raping a minor along with Sean Diddy Combs at an MTV VMAs after party, according in 2000, according to documents obtained by Fox Digital News. Sex trafficking is if you are in traffic with a woman you are involved with, and she decided to tell law enforcement. Oh yeah, absolutely. Bandwagon haters are annoying. I mean, we gotta behave as good as possible as black men. That's seems to be the one solution. I'm not saying that it's fair, but publicly we have to carry ourselves a certain way because it's obviously that like, and I'll prove it in a second. I know y'all looking at the thumbnail. You got Jennifer Lewis on there. So I mean, Jennifer Lewis has some things to say about black men, and we should not be a stranger to this kind of thing because people have been saying this on the internet on forums such as the Shade Room and Facebook for quite some time. The lawsuit, which was initially filed in October, was refiled Sunday in New York by an anonymous accuser claiming, I mean, not claiming, I'm sorry, claiming Jay Z, whose full name is Sean Carter, raped her while Combs and Celebrity Beat watched. Oh, okay. People are acting brand new on Diddy like we already know he was into some weird shit. Once mainstream white society picked up on it, talked about it, folks started pretending it was new info. I mean, the way the mainstream media drags shit down and around the world. I mean, anybody that watches mainstream news should understand how wild it is, and it's like a rabbit hole alive. So one lie can get thrown out there, and then it makes a left turn, then a right turn, then it's 50 miles down, and another left and a right, and then it ends up in a certain place. I mean, and then all of a sudden, niggas is accused. uh, but hey, like I say, if you're guilty, you're guilty. We as a people have to watch what we stand up for. I'll just say that. Jennifer Lewis is a nutcase. Yeah, by far, yes. When you are a Hollywood pass around, I guess it has a tendency to do that to you. Like people be, these I don't know, I don't know, like you ever heard when people say every time a man nuts in a woman, he leaves a part of himself with her. So, you know, if she's had many, then you got all these different personalities. Like Ermac from Mortal Kombat got all those souls in him. We are many, you are but one. I mean, shit. Just like I guess it all depends on what you go to bed with. Like going to bed with a porn star, you don't know what part you're gonna get. But I don't know. Maybe that shit ain't true. Whatever. I mean, the person you're with, they were with always with someone before, so always keep that in mind. But Jennifer Lewis. I mean, if that's the case, I mean, she was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. So, I mean, if you are in a climate where you are, there are many rich men, and we understand that men with money and men with success have options. And, if you're just good for a night of smiling like a donut, which was Jennifer Lewis's. Oh man, I mean, this is not good. Having this on the screen and talk about Jennifer Lewis, and so the joke is kind of tasteless. Based on what we were talking about. So I'll get to that in a second. Uh, Mordecai's always mainstream society picked up on it, and the parents took off with it. Usual pattern, brain dead. LMAO, we should call them hell mutts. Say a lie enough times, and the people mind started to believe it. I mean, if all I'm saying is this: if Diddy is only guilty of having weird sex parties, then he shouldn't be locked up. And it was everybody's options to do that weird, dumb shit. I think some people just don't want to be exposed for who they are for real. I think it's coming because this just, like I said, this is just how bad. When black men do this, when we immerse ourselves deep in that kind of thing, we leave ourselves vulnerable targets. All I'm saying is, despite the circumstances, we should always be careful and be on our best behavior at all times. Carlton Way one was good. She's collecting souls like Shanks. Shit, but the wall, as we say, the wall. Carlton Way one is in the building. Well, like yeah, you kind of like count on it like the sun rising in the morning. I would make the assumption that there's a little more than bipolar going on with her. LOL, schizophrenia. Bipolar doesn't necessarily make you insane, just extremely emotional. Yeah. But I got the clip pulled up, but it's okay. So Jay-Z has been in civil lawsuit. He's been sued for something that supposedly that happened at a MTV party in 2000. So we will see what happens. This coming forward without evidence shit that's old, that's got to stop. Um if someone does something to you, you should go forward then and there. Don't waste any time. Get the police involved. I mean, maybe I don't know. Maybe there's a whole big old corrupt underworld to this, and all I can say is children in other countries get treated worse. I'm not victim blaming. I'm not saying it's okay, but if make sure you always at least try. Get it while it's fresh. Like, go to the police, go to the doctor, get all the evidence you need to take the nigga down. Don't let him be any more successful. Otherwise, we're gonna be talking like this. Just saying. So, all right. So here we go. So I hope y'all can hear this. Let me just put something in the chat if you can. Let me rewind this a little bit just to. This is Jennifer Lewis, and she made an appearance on the Stephen A. Smith podcast. Because everybody has podcasts now. Podcasts are the wave. I can't say they're the wave of the future. They're the wave of the present. So Carlton Way one says that the Jane Doe that we was talking about previously in the civil suit with Jay-Z being involved with Diddy uh, says she may be the first, but not will be the last. More accusers are coming. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. So, all right. So this interview's name is An Explosive Interview with a Hollywood Legend, Jennifer Lewis. Forgive me, content creator, that I want to mention, but I don't remember exactly what content creator said this. I don't know. It might have been Black Light Revelation that said this. That Jennifer Lewis. I don't know if it was you, but you mostly be staying on politics. Which I've been in the politics algorithm lately, so I've been listening to a lot of stuff, a lot of takes, and also watching the mainstream media takes. And like I said, the mainstream media takes they're just nuts. I mean, like I said, I think last week when you had the View saying the ladies on the View saying that they are fact checked by ABC News. I mean, that just makes it worse. So, I mean, here we are. We're one thing. One thing that I want you guys, you black men out there, to remember is that no matter how much some of you may simp, because we love to mention the simps. We love to mention those guys, those niggas. Like, I got to clean up my language. I forgot. I'm sorry. I don't know. I might have already destroyed that. But no matter how much we may try to give ourselves a good name, we're always gonna have this kind of shit. And I have to admit, to for the way I voted, that you can put this on me. This is my fault. This is my fault that people like Jennifer Lewis get up here and do this kind of stuff, man. If I was cammed up, you would see me rubbing my eyes right now. Oh God, I'm sorry, black man. I have brought you scrutiny, and some other black men have brought you scrutiny as well. And Jennifer Lewis is going to tell you why, and tell Stephen A. Smith why. Imagine how much black men would be oblivious to without podcasts in the black manosphere. I mean, there are black men that are waking up. I mean, and it start. I mean, started out small and then it just caught fire. But podcasts are the wave, man. And I mean, a lot of people that are losing their jobs on these mainstream platforms like CNN and MSNBC, even Pastor Jamal Lewis, they all have podcasts. They all got podcasts. Blue Marvel 9, brutally honest, what's good, brother? You got those old pundits on the View, actually, the whole inflation horse man. Yeah, right about that. Wolfie is off the chain too. It's like the View. Here's what the View does. The View, they act real nutty. They say stupid shit. They mistreat their guests, and then they virtue signal to try to act. Try to whip that whole whip that whole we're still good people, even though we're acting all emotional and mistreating people because of Trump. And Trump being in office means that women's rights are officially over with, and it's a ridiculous mentality to have. What it is double. What it is they're doing is doubling and tripling down on lies. I mean, they refuse to admit they're wrong. Like racist white folks. They refuse to admit they're wrong. But I want y'all to listen to Jennifer Lewis. For those of you that may not listen to it, this is regular stuff. I mean, if you are a black man, you're watching this program and you've never seen this kind of scrutiny for black men before, I don't want you to be shocked. I don't want you falling all over yourself. Oh my God. Oh my God, my gut hurts. I have to go use the bathroom now because there are black people that think this way about black men. I mean, shit, you're not paying attention at all. So I don't want you to be shocked. So, all right. So we got RPM in the building. What's good, man? He said fresh off work. What's good, people? All right. So let's take a listen. I will react to this. Fair use, by the way. So Stephen A. Smith, if you're out there, man, don't be hitting that YouTube button. So let's put that message across the screen. Hey man, what you using my stuff for, man? And if you are watching in the replay gang and there is no clip of this and they try to do some copyright thing and YouTube makes me take it out, I'll put the link in the description if I can remember to do that. I know I always say that. I even say that on pre-record videos, and I still don't do it. Like it's crazy shit, man. Like, is that some of y'all got to keep me in check out there? But anyway, here we go. So if you can hear this video just fine, just put a one in the chat. Jennifer Lewis is bipolar. Yeah, she's actually been diagnosed with bipolar disorder. You niggas have got to do better shit again. Yeah. Yeah. More than that. Just watch.
Stacey Abrams. Listen to Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett and Maxine Waters. Listen to them. Listen to who knows what roads to take now. Because this Republican Party ain't playing.
Oh, okay. I gotta rewind that a little bit because them names right there. First of all, I don't appreciate Jasmine Crockett jumping on the sword for Hunter Biden. I don't appreciate that at all. And then when she does do something, it does seem like it's just virtue signaling, like people like the View does, always trying to bring up our struggle as black folks to whip it back to everyone believing they're good people. So I had to hear this one more time. Like, what the fuck are you talking?
Your zoning meetings. So, and you'll know who's raising your rent. Educate yourself because you're losing your rights. And I'm talking to the Gen Zs and the millennials now. You ain't gonna have no pension if you don't fight. You ain't gonna have Social Security or health care if you don't fight.
Let me tell you something about Gen Zs and millennials and some Gen Xers too. We trying to get rich. Like, you know, a lot of us are trying to position ourselves to where we don't have to depend on that, so we can get more of a nest egg, so we can take care of ourselves later on. It's good to have a portfolio. It's good to have things like that. Uh, I mean, but you know, there's more than one ways to skin a cat. And what was wrong is like old people trying to teach us a straight path forward instead of, you know, telling us or, you know, allowing even themselves to explore other options. So Jennifer Lewis, not Jennifer Lawrence. Jennifer Lewis is the type to say the toaster talked to her. Yep. The toaster talked to me and it toasted it perfect brown and I just had to thank God. It was like just she's been like this for a while, as far as long as I can remember. She's been like this. Like she, you know, this with the I don't know, the grandiose, the whole aura that she gives off.
So learn how to fight. Listen to smart people. Listen to Steve. Listen to Stacey Abrams. Listen to Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett and Maxine Waters. Listen to them.
Stephen A. Smith with the obligatory head shaking, but I mean, it says Stacey Abrams. I mean, Jennifer Lewis says Stacey Abrams, who has gone public with saying that the reason why she lost to Brian Kemp is that black men were being hit with misinformation and disinformation. Maxine Waters endorses Megan Thee Stallion, you know, who is a stellar example for young women everywhere. And like I said, Jasmine Crockett, I mean, she was the one that, you know, she was the one that insulted Marjorie Taylor Greene, I believe. Beach, butch body, bad built, you know, something like that. But you know, every time I hear her speak, she try to virtue signal. And like I said, she hopped on the sword for Hunter Biden. telling Republicans to take a look in the mirror, even though Republicans are corrupt too. I mean, the people play whataboutisms on that kind of thing all day. But when you have a president and the party of integrity and the party with the moral high ground, the Democratic Party constantly telling you that they are not going to pardon Hunter Biden, and to see so many women publicly, Hunter Biden participating in things that were degrading to women, like this, I guess, paying for it. They hopped on the sword for him quick. A guy that does crack, like whenever we think of crackhead, you always associate that with the black man. I don't know if y'all know anything about Young Ripper 59 and Jody's Corner, but being a crackhead is always associated with a black person. I guess ever since Pookie from New Jack City, and Ripper called people crackheads on Twitter, and Jody got mad because he thought it was racist. He thought that was an insult against black people, which was kind of ignorant because Hunter Biden was what I guess they was talking about. Well, Hunter Biden rehabbed and he's off the drugs, but once you smoke crack, that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? I know I can't do anything like that, and I don't want to do anything like that. But say, for instance, myself as a black man that's on YouTube, if I ever participated in crack smoking, that label is going to be with me forever. So this is the kind of people the people like The View are jumping on the sword for Hunter Biden. And I mean, like, for him, what he got charged with and the kind of things that he was involved with, it goes much deeper than that. Revelator, the spirit of variance was good. This chick only further proof how loony she is, as well as the entire Democratic Party. I don't see this party learning from their mistakes anytime soon. No, they're going to blame black men. And what you're about to hear her say, may. I'm just saying, get ready, black man. You should already be ready for this, because it's been years of this already. You should not be surprised.
Listen to who knows what roads to take now, because this Republican Party ain't playing.
You're not a child, you're a man. So stop wearing so many layers to go outside and get the bears.
Oh, damn, I got a lot on my mind.
I'm sorry,
I saw a lot of
press something. I lost my place.
You for years. You ain't got to worry
about Stacey Abrams. Listen to Congresswoman
Sorry about that, y'all.
And Maxine Waters. Listen to them. Listen to who knows what roads to take now, because this Republican Party ain't playing.
Let me ask you this. What about what they've said in terms of black, particularly black men and Latinos?
Black men and Latino men. I don't know what Stephen A. Smith thought that he was accomplishing by asking her this question. I mean, I wonder, did he expect her to say this? Did he expect more of a defense? Because based on the way he has been speaking, he pretty much is. He says he understands why there will be people that will vote for Donald Trump. And I think he does explain this, but she just goes off her fucking rocker with this. Like, and I don't hear people saying that she got a black dad or black brothers or black cousins, male cousins, and all this other shit. Yeah. And Don Jizzle said her and Umar Johnson. All right. So
supported him more than they have in the past. Why do you think that is? And what do you have to say to black men and Latinos who were not in favor of supporting Kamala Harris?
Oh, honey. Oh, honey.
Oh, get ready,
your
y'all.
favorite niece and your 13-year-old daughter is raped by your alcoholic brother or the next door neighbor, and she tries to abort that baby inside of her from a rape, you're going
to for those real victims that are triggered by listening to this, I'm really sorry about, not really sorry what I'm about to say. This bitch is crazy. She do these people even listen to themselves when they say stuff like this? It's ridiculous.
to regret that. They want to keep women in their place. It's so disgusting. I can't even put words to them voting for her. They didn't vote for her, didn't vote because she was a woman.
Yeah, I mean, like if you got a quarter of a brain, you saw that coming. Oh, because she was a woman. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, not that woman. I mean, she is a woman. I mean, it's been confirmed, I guess.
They didn't care that she was smart and powerful, educated.
Smart, but with that can be debated. Smart, I don't know about smart. I mean, she knew how to play the game. I guess you have to be a little smart to do that. They keep going back to the Color Purple narrative. Like, is she even that old even to remember any of the crap that never happened in mass as far as black men go? I mean, she don't mess with black men. That's funny. Like, the ones that don't mess with black men or black men don't want to mess with, they act like this.
Beautiful, kind, joyful, fearless. She would have taken care of this country. She would have
fearless. A fearless person would have went and did an interview with Joe Rogan. Just saying.
Protected the people. She would have surrounded herself with great minds. But keeping women in their place was more important to them. And black men, that was just shocking because, honey, he's going to give the military and the police permission to shoot you in your back, and there will be no immunity.
This is why there is hysteria among regular ass people. Shit like this, and telling people that they don't have to spend time with their family members on Thanksgiving. Do these people believe? Do these people understand what they're causing? This is why I don't like this little narrative. Like, oh, we got to watch the podcasters. Oh, they're being bad influences on people. Like, when you watch the mainstream media, and then when I've actually talked to a couple people that have overreacted because of politics. I mean, get highly emotional, just lose their motherfucking mind. Like, it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you got a life. Go touch some grass. This bitch is, yeah, she's insane. Yep, that's pretty much it, Kev. The latter. The chicks that black men won't mess with, and yeah. And they don't mess with, they haven't done good with black men. Period. And I mean, I know she hasn't. She's one of Hollywood's side chicks like Whoopi Goldberg.
So, baby, y'all done fucked up. You took every right from your children.
Oh yeah. Also, she enforced that bullet bag narrative. The whole military comment was basically, he said that he's going to get, well, they keep saying that he's going to get the military to go after the enemy within. And, while that side contends, he's talking about corrupt politicians and agencies within our country. The left-wing media is pushing that he's talking about American citizens, which is technically correct, but, not in the country. She's sitting up there like, I'm gonna go outside one day and then the military is just gonna gun me down because I'm a black man. Which is nuts.
Once again, there will be no social security and pensions and rights. This thing has said you will never have to vote again. He's going to be in charge of the military. We have fucked up. End of story.
You don't think it was a simple situation of looking at the economy, looking at inflation, looking at crime and saying,
Yeah, this is a start. This is a contrast of the informed and the uninformed right here. Like, you know, you're listening to Stephen A. He says the economy, you know, he's bringing up actual issues. And let's see how she responds.
excuse me, providing and protect. And as men, that's what we want. And as a result of that, I mean, I voted for her. I wasn't voting for him. But speaking to men,
I think he lying. I think he lying. The way he's been speaking, like every time he does an interview, like about this one particular topic, like, man.
who felt differently, they didn't think about Roe v. Wade. They didn't think about stuff. They thought about the economy, money in their pockets, and safety in the streets.
Well, listen,
It couldn't have been as simple as that.
First of all, do you see women breaking in people's houses? Do you
No.
see women shooting each other in the streets?
By the way, that actually happens. I mean, we know we want the narrative to swing other way, but there are news stories of women who have shot at people that have robbed people, participated in break-in, strong armings, attacking people on the street, along with guys at times. They're rugged too. Like, you know, that's not, it's 2024. You know, we got to get away from, you know, this all women are delicate flowers crap. There are some dangerous mofos out there with vaginas.
They voted because they voted for Trump because, oh, I hate saying his name. They voted for him because they hate themselves.
Oh, shit. Oh, we hate ourselves. Oh, my God. Here we go. Like I said, this is some shit that you've been hearing on social media for years. We hate ourselves. We hate our mamas. We hate our sisters. Oh, you guys, I feel bad if you have daughters. They always bring our daughters up. But see, here's the thing. Whenever niggas get mad with you, the first people they bring up is your daughter, like it's any of their fucking business. Again, these people need to touch some fucking grass.
And they see this thing as powerful, that he's going to move mountains for them and make them rich. And unfortunately, black men, they want a man. They were saying, I'm voting for the man. Well,
oh, here we go again with that shit. It doesn't fucking matter. Like, you know, if Kamala Harris was a powerful enough woman, like an inspirational person, she, you know, captivated with her speeches. She, you know, she had a direct plan for everything that was ailing Americans. No, she didn't do that. Instead, in an interview with one of the biggest idiots in mainstream media, Sonny Halston, she said that she would continue the policies that Joe Biden already had in place. She wouldn't change a thing. What the fuck are you talking about? This has nothing to do with her being a woman. If Hillary Clinton was on some righteous shit, she would have been president. But no, it didn't happen. Sorry. Stop crying.
You're going to see about that. And don't think we're all not at fault. All of us. We went to our jobs and came home and sat on the sofa and watched movies of destruction. Superman, Batman, the end of this, Armageddon. Well, all of that social consciousness has brought us here. So now, like I said, Lex Luthor.
Oh, what's she talking about? Is she? Is this some point she's driving home about sexism and misogyny? That because, you know, there was a comic book named Superman that we voted for Donald Trump because he was a man. I mean, oh, look, man, look at this screen, man, bruh. This is the suggestion of she's really good at what she does, and if you have an imagination like mine, hey. But let's keep that up there for a second. Let me look at some of these comments. No News Podcast is in the building. Ray Humma, the Humma Force. Breaking news. They're trying to get Jay-Z. He's suing. Oh, he's suing back. He's countersuing because we just talked about this. I know you're just coming in, but that's what I talked about this at the beginning. And I think that we all agree. Some of us may not agree. Like, let me see if that serial disliker showed up. Just yet. I haven't really been consistent enough as of late for the serial disliker to, continue to be as. Oh, shit. Holy shit. The serial disliker showed up. They showed up, y'all. Oh, but yeah, I got 11 likes, one dislike, and there are 22 people watching. So go ahead and hit that button, guys. Hit that button. We need some algorithm around here. So, yeah, we discussed that. We see women deleting their children, setting people up, making up. Yeah, proxy violence is included as well. Proxy violence. I didn't mention that. When you go and make up a story just so some guys can go hurt somebody. And that's happened many times as well. Man, look at that mouth. I'm sorry. I'm just going. Oh yeah, let me go ahead. Cause I know it's like all you watching at home with this pause screen. I need to play that anyway. This is for the disliker. I don't think I played this in a minute, actually.
Now I'm feeling by your male gaze.
Damn. Let's continue.
Thor is finally in the fucking White House. What are you gonna do about it?
So let me transition back to you from this perspective, because despite whatever it is that you feel, and you've articulated it quite eloquently, I might add, in the end, you're saying there's always a silver lining in life, and you got to take care of yourself. And
I wonder if Stephen A. Smith, is there in any inkling of him inside of his brain right now? Because I know he has to be the consummate professional. Like I said, we as black men, we have to carry ourselves in a way that our behavior, is as good as possible. Although we will get a bad rap anyway. I wonder is there an inkling of Stephen A. Smith even thinking that, this bitch is nuts. This bitch is crazy. She is off the fucking reservation. Or even like, the smallest possibility of him thinking, well, how dare she say this about black men? And maybe he did it in his own way by asking her the question. She was not at all focused on issues. And you know what? That's funny that you have people with money basically that don't give a damn about the issues facing Americans. She is in that kind of culture. But one thing I do want black men to understand, and I did say this last week, you don't have to be nice anymore. I know Stephen A. Smith, he still has a professional job that he goes to, and his public image has to be A1 no matter what. He sometimes conforms in a way that sort of pisses me off sometimes, but he's a grown man. I'm not in any position to tell him what to do, pay his bills or anything. So he's going to think how he wants to think, basically. And if that's not so much in favor of black people or black men, then that's his opinion. I can sort of understand why he speaks the way he speaks sometimes. People will call that selling out, but we have this tendency to always try to rag and drag the black man. But maybe people like Stephen A. Smith, since doing podcasts and such, where he's in uncensored environments, which you hear a lot of profanity being used by Miss Lewis, and I say that Miss in a very singular way. He I think he might be starting to get it a little bit. maybe, maybe he'll do something down the line that may disappoint us once again. But I mean, here it is. Here it is, front and center. She got some crust around her lips that look like just said it. What you saying, man? They might scratch you up. Might scratch you up. Something real bad. I have a T-shirt. Fuck your feeling, liberal Democrat. I guess depending on what area you wear that went in, because there's some real shit out here with these Democrats and Republicans. Oh, he knows, Kev. He knows Stephen A. Smith is not stupid. Yeah, he will. Yeah. Well, I agree. But I'm saying is they just they keep coming for us. They keep coming for us as black men. They got all the smoke for us. And that's because Donald Trump is in office. They're not going to focus on the percentages of other demographics that voted for this man. They're always going to focus on us. You know why? It ain't because it's not because so much. I mean, I don't want to mess up saying this. It is because of an indoctrinated mindset, but this is the source of the indoctrination. Mainstream media. The Democratic Party is with the shits when it comes to black men. They're afraid to blame the other demographics because there will be a definite backlash. They have been saying Latino men, I guess, just to try to get Latino women on page to, yell at Latino men about how they vote. But there's a lot of Latino women that voted for Trump as well. And what about all the white people? What about all the white people? Because, I guess something would be wrong with that because white people means mentioning white men. That means she would have to mention white men, and white men is who she fucks with. Even though she's welcomed with open arms in the black community, black men are the nicest people. Even though there are a few that are on social media and maybe one in mainstream media, I don't know, that are willing to, I don't know, bare our souls and tell the truth about this shit that's going on out here. And for that, we're often scolded upon and used as the examples for the collective. This is the reason why Google, if in some Google searches, the calling black men bullet bags is justified. And Jennifer Lewis, who is a grown up, supposedly continues to feed into stuff like that after being after being a hoe for a white man. Funny that you always have them throwing black men under the bus. Once they've been hoes for white man, you got people like Alice Walker and Whoopi Goldberg. When someone says Trump is racist, I say, well, the majority of the country voted for him, so the majority of the country is racist. Well, what you're doing when you ask them that, they're going to say yes, and they're going to further victimize themselves instead of reflecting on their part in all the madness. Black men are no longer, shouldn't have been like that in the first place. It should not have been like that in the first place. And many of us don't consider ourselves whipping boys. Not me, shit. I mean, I might have gotten whippings when I was a child, but that was when I was a child. I stayed in that kind of home. If I fucked up, I got an ass whooping. And that was just what it was. But whipping boy for society? Nah, never that. My daddy put me on game when I was a kid. At least with that. Don't do that shit, Kevin. Don't be nobody's whipping boy. You are a man. Yeah, that's a wrap, man. I mean, go where you're appreciated. Go where you're celebrated. I could never let myself be a whipping boy for the gynocracy. Yeah, that's basically what it is. That's basically what it is. It's a matriarch. This community is a matriarch, and I know it is because when you go to a church and you hear the word patriarchy, and the black man preacher complaining about it, yeah, pretty much. I'm not saying that the fight stops. I mean, it ain't really a fight. It's just you are doing the absolute best with your life because you want to avoid and dodge dumb motherfuckers like this. Because I mean, like she represents that population of older women who are teaching younger girls how to stay single by saying the dumbest shit. And there are younger women, no doubt, that say that old bitch is crazy or something like that. There are some, but mostly the ones that agree with her are probably the big backs and the ones that are so batshit crazy that the guy figures it out on the first date. The girls who, they pray to rocks and, they got, they bathe in Epsom salt. Well, not Epsom salt. What was that? Bath salts. They use bath salts and they got that Erica Badu incense for themselves. Like, single women keep women single. Misery loves company. Yeah, but the thing is, though, we have our thing with old niggas. Like, it's not a problem for black men to not listen to old niggas. It's not a problem. We scoff at older niggas all the time because we kind of look at them as the cause of all this shit. What they let go, what they allowed when it came to the women, and what they taught their Gen X sons, their millennial sons, and so on and so forth. The same repeated cycle of drudgery, the same repeated cycle of, I give up and I'll just sit on my nuts and I'll be scared of my fucking wife or some shit like that. And, I know I'm married and I'm saying this as a married man. It's like the buck stops here completely. It's no matter what the circumstance is. I know I don't just go around talking about that or trying to prove it to a bunch of people that I really don't know at the end of the day. And we all know. For those of you who've been watching for a while, we all know each other at the YouTube level, so to speak. We know who's cool and who's not. But generally speaking, it's not something that I intend to prove that this is not the case with me in my life or something like that. I can only tell you that it's not like that, and I pretty much know how to hold my own in a discussion. It ain't like I'm a curl up in a ball when she gets mad. I'll turn on the goddamn PlayStation and mind my motherfucking business first. What are you man? What are you mad for? I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna play this PlayStation. Fuck, fuck out of here. I'll talk to you later. But but as far as Jennifer Lewis, if she has any influence on the younger generation of women, man, it's a wrap, bruh. Then I know one of y'all mentioned Dr. Umar earlier. He's back to throwing black men under the bus. Sometimes that nigga don't even know what he want to talk about. But he know when to pander. He's one of those guys that I guess he can read the room. So when there's a bunch of black women around, and the fact of the matter is that he knows that you can switch to black man hate and you can get the attention of every black woman in that room. That shit is sad. But hey, it's a fact. And this is why dudes shouldn't be simps, but they're simps anyway. True blocker. What's good? Oh boy. You said when a chick meets a dude in the club, she tends to need the approval of the group to leave with the man. Man, just say peace out and leave with the chick. Yeah, it's not that complicated. Black men are low hanging fruit for the Democrats. Well, black men who are Democrats are low hanging fruit. And they put themselves there. A black male Democrat will switch to feminist in a heartbeat. And it's really a sad thing to look at. I mean, and they get so like when I'm in a conversation with a black male Democrat and I immediately call them a feminist, they get so mad because it's true. Because when they're around their black Democratic women folk, guess what? They spew all kinds of feminist rhetoric. Gen Z is already in trouble. Yeah, they are. Gen Alpha may not be enough to make serious changes. I got optimism in Gen Alpha. You know, I'm not just saying that because my baby girl is Gen Alpha, but I mean, I got hope for Gen Alpha. But what we got now, that's in the grown up adult sphere, at least in the above 18 market, oh boy. Like they say, simping ain't easy. LOL. Didn't he just get done saying how white women are more willing to invest in black men at the start, where black women won't just get the complete package? Are you talking about Dr. Umar or Stephen A. Smith? I hope Gen Alpha can make it. Yeah, I'm pulling for Gen Alpha. You know, that may be due to a certain bias, but hey. Dude, but it's like I said, man. If y'all sit around and you want to decide that black men are just whining and crying and complaining and not coming up with any solutions, I mean, you guys are ignoring the solutions part. And the solution for something like this is just not to listen to the bitch. It doesn't do you any good. Like I I when I say things, I say it in terms of how I would deal with these people personally. I would not be around a person like Jennifer Lewis. I would. Oh, Umar. Okay, he's talking about Dr. Umar. And Dr. Umar said that, but he's saying that black men can't possibly be with the black community if they're with white women. But strangely enough, he doesn't say it for the other way around. So that's why you're always going to have black men like me saying one way aggression. I mean, it's one way aggression. It's like with it's an entire shaming campaign from black people, and it's the same crap that Jennifer Lewis just got through saying uh, about how if you date a white woman, you hate your mom. But Serena Williams been looking crazy lately. She been looking fucking crazy lately. It's like these celebrities, man. Some be up with them. Something's up with that lifestyle. But she is trying to, she's trying to switch herself to look more like a white woman with dark skin, and I mean it's just really a shame to see that ultimately that a lot of these people do not accept themselves the way you accept them. Shoot. So, but Umar can't be saying anything like that. Umar can't be saying anything like that, and he has the position as he has as a high-ranking member of the Dick Police. He's like the sergeant or the captain of the Dick Police. It's just I don't get why the man he stays in a constant state of worrying about dicks. The shit suspect is fuck. It's suspect. It's sus, as the younger crowd says. Like, why is he so focused on dicks? This, for me, is not about preservation of the black community, because you have to have a unified effort among the entire black community to promote the black family. And we're not doing that, but as a community, but Dr. Umar is going to the men and saying that you're problematic, you ain't shit, and trying to put black women on his shoulders like the Democratic Party did, and still are trying to do by having this convoluted effort to have this campaign against black men. So in many ways, some of you need to be kind of glad that the election went the way it did, even though I know that many of you do consider Trump a racist, and that's a deal breaker for you. And my question is to any of you guys is, prove to me that he's this horrible racist. Prove to me that he's at least more racist than Hunter Biden or Joe Biden for that matter. We can have that discussion. Whoever bless was good. Jersey Hammer said, I wonder about that when my mom is white and I married a black woman. Does that mean I hate my mother? The way they handle things at ABC with Jesse Williams, like they kind of screwed Jesse Williams over once he divorced his wife. Shonda Rhimes, people like that. And his mama was white. So you're supposed they want to be loved by everyone. That's the thing. And no, I mean, in any sensible world, no, you don't hate your mom, but with them is that you chose them, and they probably, and I'm really sorry to say that, they probably look at your white side as a blessing until they find out your daddy black. Oh, sorry. I don't know, man. I'm just talking. They ran a smear campaign on him. Serena Williams is pathetic. You won't get any sympathy from me. So yeah, let me see if I can find a picture of Serena. And it's not like I'm trying to. It's not like I'm trying to berate the black woman or anything like that, man. We always say that the well, the black men are used as a scapegoat as to why people like Serena Williams are acting the way they acting. Yeah, so I've been seeing this video going around, uh, which is kind of weird, seeing that she is. Oh, wait a minute, I ain't got it on the screen. I'm sorry. This video right here. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, that's Serena Williams, tennis legend Serena Williams. Okay. All right. Stop. So, I mean, if you find that kind of strange, then, uh, but, is this normal behavior? Is this someone who's just trying to hang on to their youth, or is that somebody who is happily married and such? I'll be embracing my villainy a lot more as the weeks go by in the new year and beyond. Oh yeah, myself as well. Because see, I ain't doing nothing but getting older, so I can start cashing in my cranky old man card. Who is it twerking for us? It should be for her husband. She's a married woman. That's a married woman out there acting like that. Do you know how we're doing in 2024? Well, the black women doing videos going against what Umar Johnson said about white women. No, once he says something like, once he does something like that, he has to go back into full pandering mode. So I mean, Dr. Umar, he'll talk sensible for a second, but then he'll go right back to letting everyone down. And again, where's the school at, my brother? Where's the school? So okay. Let me see what I can do next here. It's been a hour and 20 minutes. Let me see. What is how are those likes looking? Okay, 21 likes. That looks about right. Okay, so the black man's heel turn. So why name a show that's the point I'm trying to make is, and I will continue to make, is that it's okay to not be nice. Black men, I believe that we've been nice to the point where we've seen the results of being nice. We've been nice to our women. We really have. I mean, the ones that are the crazy ones really are the son husbands. You know, those guys who haven't had a balance or an emotional center uh instilled or nurtured in him. So basically what I'm just trying to say is what we've always said around here. Be that ruthless nice guy. Turn heel on them bitches. Or, you know, even on them niggas too, man. And with at the nigga level, man, is that you have to understand that there's most of these black men do have this simp chip. Most of us black men do. I don't have it. It's like it's impossible for me to have it. I protect where I need to protect, you know, but I don't protect anyone from words. If you're wrong, you're wrong. If you're being an idiot, you deserve to be treated like an idiot. And I'm saying that for any woman that's listening out there, and I'm saying that for any man that's listening out there. But now black women are refuting what he said. Prove that the gynocracy is alive and well. Yeah, they need their soldiers, man. They need their soldiers, even with evidence, even when what you hear being talked about is like they're gonna make up their own little version. We've been nice to those women, not our women. Our women will gravitate to black men, not repel them. Oh, okay. Well, what I'm saying is black men have been pretty tolerant and pretty respectful. We're not like other groups of men. We put up with a lot. We put up with too much actually. And what I'm saying is most of it is attitude. Most of it is being publicly disrespected. Every time they get a media platform, what do they do with it? Black men this, you know. They gave Jennifer Lewis a platform. What does she do with it? Black men, you hate your moms and you didn't want that woman to be president. You're right. I didn't want that woman to be president. Shit. I mean, and you can say I wear that label. I wear that sexist. I wear that misogynist label because it ain't going nowhere anyway. I could defend against it all day, and this is how you still gonna stick with. Oh, you're a sexist misogynist. Yes, I am. Go make me a fucking sandwich. Go make me a sandwich. Get back in the kitchen. You know, let's just let's just make it academic. You know, you girls stop going to college and you know get soon as you're out of high school, get pregnant and you know get you a husband. Well, you know, get you a husband first, then get pregnant, and then learn how to cook. You know, we just gonna go full throttle with that shit. That's what Jennifer Lewis should have did. She should have stayed in the goddamn kitchen. So I don't want any woman to be president. The hell with that. And I've said this before. I wouldn't vote for my mother. If my mother ran for president, I wouldn't vote for her. Act like They act like black men are worse than Arab men. Hey, speaking of Princella, man, isn't it funny? Isn't it funny when they start carrying themselves like a man, then they start to call themselves understanding what men go through? Because I listen to that. Maybe she just going at it with a new, trying to keep her social media fresh by going at it with a new angle. Like she's done a complete 180. She's went from black men this and black men that to, oh, I understand what you niggas go through because I was a nigga myself. Like, damn. Yeah, they're built to be helpmeets. That's what they're built for. They're built to be helpmeets. They're built to aid us while we run the world. And we protect them from its elements. But many choose not to be under one of us. And then when something goes wrong, they're all over social media complaining. Oh man, why ain't there no man to protect them? Megan Thee Stallion does it ever so often. Oh man, why ain't no black men trying to protect me? That's just a grift. As soon as a black man says the wrong thing, I'm sure she'll be back to the rhetoric she was spewing before. Yeah, I'm real careful with that. I'm real careful with that. I mean, using her content to go on the air and say, I told you so. I told you so. That's what they're like. That's what those women are like. Those hoes, those 304s, and these simps that be crying for these hoes. Shoot. I wouldn't trust Princella as far as I can throw her. I wouldn't be able to do it. Shoot, that's what these dudes get caught up in. The first black woman or the first woman even. And I mean, there's plenty of women out there that are genuine with their shit when they talk about, the problems that, the community faces as far as, the angle from the women. There are some that are good with that and they are being genuine, but others, yeah, it's just a grift. And you can tell it's a grift because when they start singing to that dark side way of thinking and they eventually go back in on black men, yeah. It's all equality until a burglar comes through the window 3 a.m. Or something going bump in the night, or a water bug sneaks into the house and makes it to the bedroom. Yeah, the water bugs are nifty. Like, the fuck? Shoot. But, yeah. I don't know. Shit. Yeah, I know it's pretty late. I know it is. Yeah. I have another content creator that's like kind of trying to get me more to a prime time position. And I've been thinking about it, maybe going prime time, maybe picking a spot like maybe as early as 8 p.m. Eastern. Uh I mean, what do y'all think of that? Do you think that it would be better for the people who are watching? You think that'd be better for me to do a primetime show, a regular primetime show? I mean, because making time for this kind of stuff, doing this kind of thing, yeah, it is sort of. I ain't gonna say it's difficult, but you have to be consistent if if I want something like that to work. Not to say that I'm not gonna continue to do this show at this slot, you know, but what would ultimately be better for this channel? Yeah, Chaos Rain. I mean that is a very Chaos Rain response right there. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, sure, Kev, give it a shot. Yeah. But yeah, that's for me. I might give it a shot anyway, but is it better for the audience? That's what it is. Would it be better for the audience? Said we're going to show up regardless. Yeah, that's the kind of people that I really want at the end of the day. People who show up regardless. But to get more of those people, then I would say that doing a show like this is more when America awakes. You know, if there's more people to actually listen that are conscious, then basically they'll get the same idea you will. You know, that you have forever blessed. So say that would be nice if you can do it. You have the weekends for the late night slot. Yeah, yeah. And I mean, like it's definitely like you saying that as a member, like that will be great for the members who have to work late. Well, not work late, but they have to get up early in the morning and work. Stuff like that. So they go to sleep at a time that normal people do. But anyway, it is what it is. This is a YouTube platform. There's all forms of content that I can do, and we'll just see. For the what's going to happen for the foreseeable future. But anyway, I'm just going to end it right here. We have the choice not to listen to idiot motherfuckers. And basically, no matter if they're men or women, male or female, whatever. This whole thing that these famous people, these celebrities are trying to do to keep the genders divided, it just makes it look to me like there is some type of agenda that is happening to keep black men and black women apart. And usually the biggest representatives of this kind of narrative is people who have not done good in relationships and marriages that are always trying to keep people apart. And Jennifer Lewis has made that contribution. Barack Obama has made that contribution. And many others. Like a Dr. Umar. I don't know why Dr. Umar thinks he's being effective by saying the dumb shit that he says. I don't know why any of these people think they're being effective. It's only making more and more black men wake up. And that's the kind of shit that I like to see. I want to see us continue to wake up. Michelle Obama too, yeah. That motherfucker. That bitch. So anyway, that'll be it for now. Let me go ahead and stop sharing this screen. You guys, you have a safe week. I appreciate y'all for real. Thanks for coming through. But it's the Christmas season, so daddy's got to do what daddy's got to do. So long live the habitual line steppers. See y'all the next time. Peace.